Aloha Friday, everybody. I'm a little early today, about 15 minutes, but that's all right. I wanted to get in here. I'm flying solo tonight, so just take advantage of the time. Well, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Namely, first of all, if you notice, to the bottom corner, whichever side you are, but it's over here. Uh, I am so humbled to have won the 2021 Media Professional of the Year for the Rosie Network. Thank you, Rosie Network, for acknowledging all the hard work that is being put into podcasting, live streaming, and all of that. It was for developing the leader within. If you are not following that podcast, it's a leadership podcast similar to this, except that Aloha Friday is a whole lot more fun. Uh, I usually have guests uh, for particular topics, kind of sort of like we have here on Aloha Friday Live, but this is a whole lot more comfortable setting. And hey, it's Friday, so we usually get everybody to wind down and be able to speak leadership at a different level. Byron, thank you, brother, for supporting me, and thank you for your encouragement. So that was one thing that happened, and then same week we get news that the Leadership Void, which is the military-centric podcast I'm involved with, gets the top 10 veteran podcasts of 2021 from DoD Reads. It couldn't have been a better week, culminating into the Marine Corps birthday and Veterans Day that we celebrated this week. So thank you all for your support on all three platforms. This one, Aloha Friday Live, Developing the Leader Within, and the Leadership Board. I really am grateful for your support. I just got through a couple of episodes. One will be airing tonight. Usually that would have done out on Monday, but it was a special guest. I really wanted to get this one. That will come live tonight on DTLW, Developing the Leader Within. And you're gonna love that one, so you don't want to miss it. Next week we have a very special guest on the Leadership Void. I'm not gonna say who it is, except let's just say he got 4 stars on his shoulder, and he did a marvelous job while he was in service. He'll be with us on TLV, the Wednesday episode. So stay tuned for that as well. All right. So I like flying solo sometimes because it just, hey, whatever. And if you want to hop on in here and join in and join me, hey, send me a message, send me a DM or on the chat and tell me, hey, I'm down. Come on in and we'll talk some leadership for a little bit. But right now we got Byron, we got Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. Um, you know, I think it was you that you mentioned consistency and steadfastness. It pays off, folks. Just do your passion, do what you love. You will never go wrong with doing what you love and doing it with all your heart. Um, so Byron says applause. Thank you, brother. And Ricky has a comment here. Focus on helping others, and a light will shine brighter on you. That's usually how it goes, isn't it? So I've been doing this word of the day. I don't know if you're keeping track on LinkedIn. I started this I say about 11 days ago now, because today was word 11. And the whole premise behind that is, and I'll give you some background. When I was a youngster in the Navy, I was belittled. Let's just say that. I was made fun of because my English was not what they thought it should have been. Now, I came from a Spanish speaking home, raised in the Bronx, so I know I had an accent. I still probably have an accent, but it was more pronounced back then. And my senior leadership, namely one that was the main leader, he would pick fun at me. And if I was in the weather field, right? So you have to brief. If I would say something that was not to his liking, he would berate me there in front of folks. So I have made a decision that I would take the dictionary and, for good, bad, or indifferent, I was gonna study that dictionary, learn how to pronounce. Now, we don't have the dictionary. Well, back then, we didn't have the dictionary that we have today. That you just press a button and it pronounces it for you. We had the red book. Most people know what that red book looks like, and I was eating that book alive. One word a day, learn how to pronounce it, and I used to add it to my vocabulary. It is what got me through that period of having that type of leader, but it also made me better, right? So in some instances, even the bad can be to your benefit. So just think about, what you can get out of those situations, although they may be hard. It's just sometimes you can get some good out of it. The good I got out of it is that I learned a lot of words. And I then became the person that would be sought out, right? Because guess what? In the military, people have to do an evaluation. And in those, fit reps or evals, you had to be pretty creative. Sometimes they would get pretty creative with the words that they would use. So guess who they used to come to? Mix the dictionary. Imagine that. The one they used to berate and the one they used to make fun of is now the person they were going to for words to get into these evaluations. So, uh, yeah, neither does my family. They don't like me playing Scrabble. Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, Scrabble. That's a game that I love to play. Usually they say that's not in the dictionary. I say yes, it is. But nonetheless, yeah, a lot of fun in that game. Too funny, Byron. So, I was approached by my coach, and this is what Ricky says: take the lemons that that are thrown at you and turn around and sell sell them lemonade. And they drank it. Guess what? That's what happened. So I was fortunate. Not too many people can go through those episodes, especially when they start picking fun at you in front of folks. Right? You can really kill somebody, kill their career, kill their morale, kill uh, their self esteem. But nonetheless, yes, I made lemonade and I sold it to them for $5. It was great, and that's a success story of any. But so I was talking to to my coach, and he says, "Hey, what do you think about this, and the other?" And I said, "You know what? That's great because that takes me back to my younger days. I would love to provide a word of the day. Now, I will tell you that the word of the day has had some impact in other ways and not the attention that I normally would get through my posts on leadership. But this is the point of this whole word of the day. We have so much to learn. There is so much to learn. The world has so much that we can learn from. A word a day will help out immensely. And if you're in a profession where you have to speak and you have to conjure up some words to motivate people or for evaluations or anything like that, having that fresh in your head or at least something that you can say, oh, I remember that, helps a whole lot. So join me on this journey. I'm doing one a day for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, and today, every week, at the end of every week, I'm going to ask everybody, hey, here's the words of the week. Come up with a paragraph. Be creative. Come up with a paragraph using those words, and have fun. It's Friday, right? Uh, hey, financial reports as well. There's a lot of justification that has to be done sometimes on those things, and having the right word can make a difference. So, gist of it all is that, hey, it's a way to get educated. It's a way to have fun. At the end of the week, we'll close it out with a paragraph uh, that you can come up with all those words. So thank you guys for supporting me during this time for the awards. Thank you the award bodies for trusting us, trusting me with that type of accolade to go throughout the year. So we get to claim it for the next year until this time next year, and then we'll pass that reign to someone else that's deserving at that time. So thank you again, Rosie Network, and I'll make sure to tag you on the comments. Once this show is done. All right, folks. So it's a free Friday. Any questions? Let's talk leadership. Let's talk things that are coming up across your desk, coming across your mind, and maybe we can find some solutions here together. I'll be monitoring the chat if anything like that comes through. But hey, ask away. Short of having somebody with me tonight, I would just love to concentrate on some of the things that you have concern with in terms of leadership, or some issue that you may have come across that we can address tonight. But if they are, no questions and things like that, I'm going to let you guys have your Friday back, because I know my family is waiting on me. They're probably happy that I started this early, because that means I end early. But I'm here for you. I'll stay another 5 minutes or so, and you can throw any questions my way. We'll talk about it. And if it goes longer, it goes longer, but at least give you an opportunity to address those leadership concerns you may have, or challenges that we can work through. All right. So coming up here in the next 2022, and this is just for DTLW. We're also working this angle on the leadership void, but DTLW is already a good 65% full. That schedule is already full all the way throughout out to October. I only have 2 months to fill on the schedule for 2022, and so I'm excited about that. A lot of the names on this schedule for next year are phenomenal. You will undoubtedly know some of the names. Some are maybe new to my circle, but phenomenal speakers, phenomenal people in the leadership world that are going to join me in 2022 to make this next year just as successful as this last year has been. And we're only mid-November almost, and still have a month and a half to go. But it has truly been a great success this entire year, as far as the podcasts are concerned. There have been a lot of losses, family wise. It just happens. It happens. So we just have to celebrate those that are not with us anymore. Uh, you know, mourn if as much as you need to. But they left a legacy. We have to cherish that and celebrate that as well. So that's what I'm focusing on at the end of this year, um, and we'll make the best of it. All right, folks, that's about it for now. I just wanted to update you that on those changes, on those accolades, on those achievements, a little bit about the shows, and you guys all enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Aloha Friday, everybody. And we will see you guys next week when we will have a guest. I won't say who it is, but you'll see the advertisement throughout the week. Join me on the word of the day. Get in there, get active, and learn the word of the day for yourself. Make yourself a little brighter than yesterday. God bless you all. We'll see you guys here next week. Be good.